We are supposed to believe that the August 3rd episode of General Hospital is just about friendly conversations in the annual charity baseball game. Absolutely not. If you look closely, every single scene is a carefully disguised piece of a massive puzzle, and I am losing my mind over the sheer audacity of this plot. Are we honestly supposed to accept that the writers are just giving us filler? No! This entire episode is a giant setup, a master plan to completely flip the script on Drew, and I am here to tell you that Jason and Ethan are silently holding the most powerful cards in this twisted game. Let us talk about the absolute disaster that is Drew right now. The writers are completely ruining the character arc that we have invested years into. I cannot stand watching him parade around town thinking he has the upper hand, when in reality, a massive trap is closing in on him from all sides. This is not just a simple corporate takeover. This is a heart-wrenching betrayal of everything his character used to stand for. The upcoming events are not just random encounters, they are a calculated takedown designed to strip him of his power. I am telling you, guys, the entire canvas is shifting, and Drew is about to fall harder than anyone could have ever predicted. The sheer arrogance he is displaying is making my blood boil. How can he not see that he is being played? We are witnessing a complete mess of his own making, and the fallout is going to be biblical. And then we have Ethan and Lulu. Am I the only one losing my mind over this? Everyone on the internet has been speculating that Ethan is going to confess some deep, dark romantic secret to Lulu, or maybe spill the beans about a personal scandal. Wrong. If you have been paying attention to the subtle clues, you know that Ethan is absolutely terrified, and it has nothing to do with romance. Ethan is going to confess to Lulu that the mysterious man who just arrived in town is actually investigating a massive, deep-rooted corruption ring tied directly to Aurora Media. Yes, Ethan accidentally witnessed a top-secret exchange, a meeting he was never supposed to see, and now he is a highly dangerous witness. This explains exactly why he looked like he had seen a ghost when that stranger walked into the room. It is a matter of life and death, and my heart is pounding just thinking about the extreme danger he has stumbled into. Ethan is not just looking for a shoulder to cry on, guys. He is desperately seeking out Lulu because he needs a trusted messenger to pass this highly classified intelligence directly to Jason before it is too late. Ethan knows that Jason is the only one who can handle this level of threat without tipping off the authorities prematurely. And let me tell you, when this information finally reaches the right ears, it is going to blow the roof off the Port Charles Police Department. Anna is going to be completely blindsided. She is going to realize that the case she has been meticulously building is just the tip of the iceberg, and the real conspiracy is so much bigger and darker than anything the PCPD could have ever imagined. The stakes have never been higher, and the writers are finally giving us the high-octane drama we have been begging for. Now, let us pivot to Jason, because his behavior is giving me absolute chills! Jason is walking around with this calm, stoic demeanor, but do not let that fool you for a single second. He is quietly orchestrating every single moving piece on this chessboard. When Jason meets with Sunny, it is not to beg for a new mob assignment or to run errands. No! Jason is going to look Sunny dead in the eye and announce that he has finally identified the true mastermind manipulating all these recent catastrophes. And what does Sunny do? Sunny, in a rare moment of absolute clarity, is going to step back and give Jason full, unrestricted authority to handle the situation his way. This is the Jason we have been waiting for. The silent enforcer who is 10 steps ahead of everyone else, and I am literally cheering at my television as he takes back control of the narrative. But wait, it gets even better. We need to talk about Jason and Britt. Oh my goodness, the tension in that hospital room. When Jason starts questioning Britt about Tristan, it is not out of some petty, lingering romantic jealousy. Please, Jason is way too focused for that nonsense. Jason is interrogating Britt about Tristan because he strongly suspects that Tristan is a double agent working for the enemy. If Britt accidentally confirms even the smallest, seemingly insignificant detail about Tristan's schedule or contacts, Jason will have the exact piece of evidence he needs to trace the mastermind who orchestrated the entire Jakarta extraction setup. Jason is playing a brilliant psychological game, using Britt's proximity to Tristan to gather intel without raising suspicion, and it is absolute genius. I am on the edge of my seat watching him work his magic. And can we please give a massive round of applause to Brooklyn? She is not just playing defense to protect Danny. She is going on the ultimate offensive. Brooklyn is secretly, meticulously gathering highly sensitive financial documents that prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Drew is using Aurora Media to orchestrate a hostile takeover of the Quartermain family assets. She is holding the smoking gun. The upcoming confrontation at the Metro Court pool is not just a random catfight, it is a highly calculated, deliberate provocation. Brooklyn knows exactly which buttons to push, and she is setting a trap to make Drew completely lose his temper in front of half the town! She is playing a brilliant game of chess, and I am absolutely living for this fierce, protective version of her. When that confrontation happens at the pool, Drew is going to make the biggest, most catastrophic mistake of his entire life. Pushed to the brink by Brooklyn's relentless taunts, Drew is going to publicly, loudly threaten the Quartermain family for everyone to hear. This is exactly what she wants. By losing his cool and acting like a complete tyrant in public, Drew is going to instantly alienate every single person who was still giving him the benefit of the doubt. The people who stood by him are going to start questioning his true motives. His saintly facade is going to shatter into a million pieces right there on the pool deck, and it is going to be the most satisfying downfall we have seen in years. The sheer arrogance of this man is finally catching up to him, and it is glorious to witness. Meanwhile, what on earth are Carly and Valentine up to? If you think they are just popping champagne and celebrating the successful handover of that mysterious black briefcase, you are completely delusional. They are putting on a theatrical performance. They want the hidden enemies to believe that the transaction is over and the dust has settled. Why? Because they are luring someone out of the shadows. I am entirely convinced that the briefcase they handed over was a complete fake, a decoy swapped out well in advance. The real, authentic item with the damning evidence is already safely secured in Jason's hands. Carly and Valentine are baiting a trap, waiting for the real villain to step into the light to claim their prize, and it is a brilliant, heart-stopping maneuver that proves Carly is always thinking 3 steps ahead. And do not even get me started on the annual Port Charles charity baseball game. We all know that whenever the entire town gathers in one place for a fun, lighthearted event, absolute disaster is about to strike. The baseball game is nothing more than a giant, elaborate smokescreen. While everyone is cheering in the bleachers and eating hot dogs, a massive heist or a high-speed pursuit is going to go down right under their noses. The criminals are using the game to completely distract the police department and the hospital staff. It is a perfect cover for a major operation, and while the town is watching a baseball fly into the outfield, the real game is being played in the dark alleys of Port Charles. The suspense is literally killing me, and I cannot believe the writers are pulling this off. Now, let us address Dante and Elizabeth. I know some of you are shipping them and hoping for a sweeping romance, but I am here to tell you that is not happening. And thank goodness for that. We do not need another forced romance ruining the character arc. Dante is not seeking Elizabeth out for a date. He is approaching her because he desperately needs her advanced medical expertise. Dante is going to ask Elizabeth to help him secretly identify a highly classified, rare drug that is directly connected to Anna's massive new case. This is going to pull Elizabeth right into the center of a dangerous, high-stakes criminal investigation, completely bypassing any romantic nonsense. She's going to be a crucial asset to the police, and I am so thrilled to see her back in the action where she belongs, using her brain instead of just pining over a man. And speaking of unexpected team-ups, what about Lucas and Joe? Again, the writers are swerving us away from a predictable romance and giving us real mystery. Lucas and Joe are going to start working closely together, but it is purely professional and incredibly dangerous. Together, they are going to uncover a glaring, terrifying anomaly in a mysterious patient's medical records at the hospital. And guess what? This medical discrepancy is going to link directly back to the terrifying man that Ethan is running from. The hospital is compromised, the medical records are fake, and Lucas and Joe are about to stumble into a conspiracy that could get them both killed. My jaw's permanently on the floor, guys, because this is the kind of storytelling that keeps us hooked for decades. But the absolute cherry on top of this chaotic Sunday is the twist ending that is going to leave us all gasping for air. Just when we think Drew is the ultimate big bad, Jason is going to receive irrefutable, concrete proof that Drew is nothing more than a pawn. Yes, Drew is being manipulated and used by a much darker, much more powerful force. He is not the mastermind, he is the puppet. This revelation is going to blow the entire storyline wide open, setting the stage for an explosive new war, where the true villain is still hiding in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. I am utterly exhausted from this emotional roller coaster. The writers are finally delivering the epic drama we crave, and I am counting down the seconds until the next episode.